Yeah, let me start. I want to talk about our defense. It's what we've been preaching about every day since day one of training camp, and I'm the first to admit it needs to get a lot better. But that's why not only tonight, I feel like slowly, even if our numbers haven't really shown it, guys are starting to understand and really make steps as far as individual defense and team defense. And tonight, we started the game, we couldn't make anything. Great shooters, wide open shots, and that's why defense is important. And I thought Corey did an unbelievable job. He was 0 for 5 for most of the game, but he was everywhere. Rashawn Holmes, what he was doing to try to not let Lillard get any open threes is really hard for a big man to do, and he was excellent at it all night. I thought Bagley and Bogey both had great games. Yogi was ready to go, but we set at least a competitive. Every night won't go like that, but the competitive level that we played with on the defensive end tonight, that needs to be a steady constant for us. And it was good to see the team be able to rely on the defense to win against their record might not be great, but that's a very good basketball team over there. I can hear you.
Katie Hunter, Kings TV. Defense, obviously, you expend a tremendous amount of energy, especially at this level. Is it easier for you to preach it and have them buy into it when it produces the ease on offense that we saw tonight?
I think it helps when guys experience that, when they see what defense can do, especially when a team's been a bad defensive team. There's habits that we need to continue to break and work on. But what also helps is having guys like Trevor, guys like Corey, guys like Harrison in practice every day. It's one thing for coaches to stay on players all the time. But for example, the other day, someone, I won't call anyone out, doesn't box out at the end of a drill, and Trevor snaps on him. Says we're 3 and 6. We don't think we have to box. When I use different language than that, but when we have vets that have won championships that are reinforcing the same idea, I think that gets through to the team a little bit too.
Bogey tonight, not only scoring the way he did, but the 10 assists. What did you see from him in terms of how he ran the club? Yeah,
it was what we need out of him. We always want that out of him, playmaking and scoring. But with Fox out for a while, we really need it out of, we need that type of play from him. But I thought what got him going tonight was his defense. Going back to it again, he was in there getting deflections. He was coming off the weak side, and he's got great basketball instincts. He's got really long arms. And, I thought him activating himself and getting himself into the game on that end really kind of just let him fall into a nice groove.
Luke, Sean Cunningham, ABC 10. When you talked about that slow start, what do you attribute it to for them all of a sudden kind of just turning it around? I mean, obviously there was defense, but I know it's a small sample size, but we've seen moments where they kind of sulk and go the other way when the ball's not falling.
Yeah, there's, it's what I keep, we've seen it with this team, and we're getting better. And it's, it was a great win for us, but, there's going to be tough nights, and we got a long way to go, and we know that. But it shows that the team is growing, that the team trusts each other as a group, and something that would have affected us early in the season and turned into a 20-point first-quarter deficit. We stayed steady, and we stayed in the moment. We talk about that all the time. Next possession, what are we going to do on this possession? And our guys are getting better at it.
Luke, there in the third quarter, you guys have struggled all year in the third, but
we're a third quarter team. I don't know if you knew that. We were.
It seems like you guys went at them in the third quarter, especially you got to the free throw line. Harrison Barnes got to the free throw line a lot. What was it that was different there that you saw?
Great halftime speech. No, nothing. Honestly, we haven't even talked about it. To me, part of the problem was everyone was making such a big deal about our third quarters that it kind of started putting pressure on us as a team. So we made a point not even to talk about it. We made a point to get them out earlier so that they can handle their business as professionals. But nothing different. Just they came out and we were the aggressors in that third quarter, and that's kind of where we to me I feel like we won the game and at least put ourselves in a great position to win that game.
Luke Jason Anderson, Sacramento B. I don't have the number right in front of me, but the rebounding advantage for you in the third period was significant. Was that a point of emphasis coming out of the locker room?
Yeah, and it has been since early. I mean, we went to India, and Indiana beat us up all over the board. So that's been one of the constants. If you want to be a good defensive team, if you want to be a good team in general, you have to be able to rebound the basketball, finish possessions. So we slowly started getting better at defense, but then we weren't rebounding. So now it's good to see. And I don't have the third quarter numbers either, but we did win the rebound battle tonight, which is something we want to see consistently.
And I don't know, what did you say to these guys just in terms of, being proud of the effort and the resiliency you saw?
No, I mean, this is what we should expect. Enjoy it tonight, and I did give them tomorrow off because, unfortunately, we're pretty banged up and guys played big minutes. But enjoy it tonight, and look, it's time to reset and go back at it tomorrow. It's time to get better again. And whether that's watching film, there'll be guys in tomorrow to do some 5-on-0 stuff to get familiar with the offense a little better still that haven't got the minutes. But this job is a lot of fun, but it's also about never being satisfied. It's about wanting to get better and wanting to go out and win that next game. The second you get satisfied, then you lose, or that's and we're 4-6. I mean, what do we have to be satisfied about? We got a long way to go. So, our guys will enjoy it tonight and back at it tomorrow.
Coach Sarah Hodges, CBS 13. The effort and the grit from this team, especially without De'Aaron Fox, is this something that you've always seen in the team, or is there anything that surprised you from these guys tonight?
No, this is something that we've grown into, but it didn't surprise me tonight. If we played like this game 3, I would have been surprised because I hadn't seen it yet. But where we've been and how we've been playing, the way they've been working in practice, challenging each other, the effort, the grit, none of that surprised me tonight. That's who I expect us to be pretty much every night now.